All right, guys. So, I heard back for the place with the breast ultrasound. So, I was right. Um, I did have my breast ultrasound done through that same place. So, they ended up finding it, the, not breast ultrasound, they ended up finding the results from the biopsy. Well, I think I did have a breast ultrasound done too before the biopsy. But they said that pretty much that the cyst, I mean not the cyst, the lump is had been stable. But actually, I think it was a cyst. I don't even know what it was, but it's stable, and then there's no concerns with that. But they said many years ago when I did have that ultrasound on the right breast that they had suggested a follow up on the left breast, which I was not told anything about that. So then they had to call me in for another appointment for the one, just the left breast. So I just did that this week. She said what they saw on the left breast many years ago, that lump had actually gotten smaller. But then she was like, "Oh, there's another one." So then she was like, it doesn't concern her, but that we should do a follow up in 6 months on it. So I had to schedule that. So in 6 months, I'll do a follow up on that. Those are super, super uncomfortable. Like, it's, I don't, yeah. Then on to the PDG test to test the levels of progesterone. So I actually didn't read the instructions right. I really thought I did, but I didn't. So I thought I was supposed to do the test 5 days post ovulation. It actually tells you to do it. I mean, not 5 days, 7 to 10 days post ovulation. It actually tells you to do it 7 to 10 days post peak. So the difference is, so when you have an LH peak, then you will ovulate within 12 to 24 hours after the peak. So the peak is only 1 day before the ovulation, but I guess it does matter when it comes to this. So this month I just did it wrong. And then I did it. I still did it even if I would have known, I still would have did it wrong because the app told me to do it 5 days post ovulation. So I ended up doing 5 days post ovulation, and then actually that was positive, so that's a good thing. So I didn't see a line at all. So I did it 5 days post ovulation, and then I decided to skip a day because I was gonna actually do it 7 to 10 days after ovulation. But then I was looking at the group stuff, and then people were saying, "Oh, it's supposed to be post peak, not post ovulation." So then I ended up skipping the 7 days post peak. Because if I would have did it on 6 days post ovulation, it technically would have been 7 days post peak because ovulation happens right, you know. So yeah, yeah, that's right. So I skipped 7 days. I skipped that one. Then I did another one 7 days post peak, or I mean 7 days post ovulation, or um 8 days post peak, and that was positive, so that's good. And then when I did it on the 8 days post ovulation or 9 days post peak, that was negative. So I was like, So I've decided to, if my cycle does come when it's supposed to, I'm just going to do it the correct way. I'm going to do the baseline test once my cycle is over, and then I'm using the remaining 4 to do it 7 to 10 days post peak. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Either way, I had three. I probably would have had three positives if I wouldn't have skipped that day. But 3 to 4 positives is a good sign. But I'm not sure if that's what I really had. Then, as far as my charts, so BBT is looking good. It's been staying above the baseline. Actually, today I had a major increase. Today it was a peak today. So, and then my cycle is due in 1 day. So, hopefully, it keeps increasing because they said BBT should drop as when your cycle comes, and it will continue to increase if you're pregnant. So, hopefully. pray for me. And then LH, they say you don't really have to keep doing that, but I just want to see what it's looking like. So pretty much what I've heard is, well, let me tell you how my chart is looking first, and then I'll tell you what I've heard. So LH, my levels have been staying low, pretty much down, which is normal if you're not with your ovulation. So it's been staying down, but the last 3 days it's been increasing. And then today, I just did one right before this video, it actually went down. So, I don't know. But they said LH and HCG, which is the pregnancy test, are made of similar components. So they said sometimes LH will pick up HCG, and that's why it'll be positive if you're not near your ovulation, if you're close to when your cycle is supposed to come. So some ladies, when I've been looking in the group, they'll post their charts when they had a pregnancy test that was positive, and some of their LH increased like a lot when they found out they were pregnant. So, but they said to not really rely on this, since LH and HCG are not the same thing. So they said that there are other women who have gotten pregnant and their LH stayed down. So you can't really rely on that, but I still want to track it just because. So that's pretty much it. Cycle's supposed to come in one day, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna keep charting, keep tracking my BBT and LH. Unless my cycle starts, then I'm gonna stop at the LH, and I'm gonna just do my temperature. But I will let y'all know next video what it turns out to be. So I'll keep y'all posted, and just keep watching, please. Thank you.